It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Lions and the Chiefs, next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody, alongside Charles Davis. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Returnable here for Davis. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rises to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Mahomes. He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. to throw. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Right there will force that to the ground. 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So the
throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle during the trip.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. And they will not have time to get another play. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporated here on this drive. from the 27. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Come on, come on.
In motion, the tight end.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
And out come the Chiefs now. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, They can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mahomes will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that 4th down conversion. They made it work. And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at restaurants. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have to have a first down, a touchdown, a big play. They went to that section right there and dialed that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No, a nifty juke there. Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. The kick by Lutz is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Well, sometimes you win.